What's something that you find disgusting, but society seems to be okay with? The amount of blokes that leave the toilets without washing their hands. I'll add to this women pissing all over the toilet seats and not cleaning it up. What are you people even thinking? That this is okay? I find it disgusting number of these Amazon selling /FX trading /life coaching /get rich quick guys who pop up on ads in YouTube. These guys are mere scammers, and it has been proven that they make more money selling their kindergarten level business material than actual business they say they make millions of dollars from. If anything, I think YouTube should be vetting guys they are allowing to advertise on their platform. It's hilarious because YouTube demonetizes excellent content creators for swearing or having non-family friendly content, yet they will let people advertise literal porn. There's zero oversight as to what gets advertised. Scams, porn, whatever you want to advertise, go for it. But don't you dare say fuck or try to raise awareness about child predators on the platform, because that goes against their morals. YouTube is a joke. There is too much noise everywhere. People hate silence. I was just at the beach. Finally got my newborn to settle down and fall asleep. We do ocean sound white noise machine at home, so he loves the beach sounds. I placed him down on the blanket. Sweet success and relief washed over me as I had free arms for the first time in hours. I could relax for 30 minutes. Until the ponderosa next to us decides the exact time I lay my sleeping baby down was the perfect time to blast their shitty music over their speakers, immediately waking my baby up and killing all the chill nature's vibes. We weren't at a party beach. I could understand if we were at a party beach. This beach is not that. We want to listen to beach sounds, nature and ocean sounds, waves crashing, seagulls, laughing kids, paddleboard games. Not your top 40 Spotify mix on full blast. Now we all have to listen to Crying Baby remix with Luke Combs. Children's beauty pageants. Oh. Children ones are disgusting for sure. I'm not even crazy for ones for adults. Valuing people on how much money they make instead of what they actually contribute. Asking toddlers if they have a boyfriend/girlfriend. I work in daycare, and it's weird how creepy people get. Sexualizing toddlers and such. I worked with a lady who said, while changing a little boy's diaper, "Mama, you're going to make a girl happy one day." Rent's above 25% of wages. Rent in general is a huge problem. The only people who should own a house are the people living in it. There shouldn't be any landlords at all. These are people who hoard land and property just to ransom it back at a higher cost. They are nothing but leeches that live by off of people who actually work for a living. I'll expand that thought by saying no foreign entities should be able to buy land outside their own nation. No businesses should own residential property. No banks should be allowed to own property. No government-run HOA. The only people who own a home should be the ones living in that home. Rent is a scam in general. Virgin shaming. This, and the fact that it's almost totally unacceptable that someone is still living with their parents. It saves money for fungus sake. Influencers doing disruptive and dumb shit in public places for views. Influencers as an entity. Allowing 14-year-olds to marry with parental consent. Edit 10 in Sudan. Sickening. Yeah, I don't think society seems to be okay with that one. Just because it's legal in certain areas doesn't mean people aren't grossed out. Honestly, I'm curious as much this actually happens too. I've never ever heard of someone I will knowing anyone who knows anyone who has done this. I feel like it only comes up in those weird religious cult communities. When middle-aged women say creepy shit to teenage boys, such as "if you were a few years older I'd definitely date/marry you." It's weird. It's gross. My mother's friend calls her 5-year-old grandson sexy, tells him "you're sexy you are." I want to heave every time I hear it. City streets covered in dog shit. Even cities with pooper scooper laws. It's everywhere. They make rules. They make laws. People just let their pooches crap everywhere and everyone else has to deal with it. I love dogs, but we make many commitments when we choose to house and care for one. I think people can be very negligent about their responsibilities to their dogs, and this is one of them. As a wheelchair user, words cannot accurately show how much I agree with this. If someone who can walk accidentally steps in dog shit, that's fine. It's on their shoe. Gross but manageable. If a wheelchair user accidentally rolls in it, there is a high likelihood that it might get onto their hands, and unless they wash them thoroughly, then potentially onto their face, leaving them wide open to a number of diseases, parasites, All because someone didn't care to pick up their pup's crap. The non-stop self-promotion that has been normalized by social media. People who lick their fingers before counting money or turning pages. Y'all are monsters. IKR. Lick the pages/notes like a normal person. Celebrity worship. Just the proximity of other people's breath to my face. No matter if you have fresh or foul breath. I detest even the slightest whiff of another person's breath. Masks have been great for that tbh. Fetishizing biracial children. My cousin, black, only dates white men because in her words she wants a sexy baby. I've had 2 friends do that same thing, only reverse. Back then I didn't know what fetishization was, but I knew it was off. To want someone solely for that purpose. What a bizarre world it is. Throwing anything out of your car window. Treating the world like a personal trash bin. Society seems to be okay with it, because a lot of trashy people still do it every day. 1. Climate change. 2. Climate change. 3. Climate change. No one takes it seriously, it's terrifying. We're all going to die and no one cares. Stupid people having multiple kids. Idiocracy was a documentary. Recording/taking a picture of someone in public without consent, and then sharing it on the internet. I saw a video on Reddit of a couple dancing in their 10th or so floor apartment with the title talking about how romantic it was. It was recorded from the street through their window. I got downvoted for calling it creepy and voyeuristic. I find it disgusting that everything is an ad. Like everything. YouTube used to be great because it was different than cable. Now it's just like cable. Narcissism and consumerism. I had a more complicated answer, but this is more to the point. That you are expected to work 40+ hours a week till retirement, which has basically died out for anyone born after the 1970s, just to enjoy the worst years of your life, since your body is failing you. I live in the US. BTW. You didn't have to add that last part, my friend, we all get it. Communities dedicated to counting down until an underage celebrities turn 18. You're a pedophile. Married couples saying they hate their spouse and marriage is awful. Why did you get married then? The shameless advertising of food destructive to our health. Try to find something in the supermarket which doesn't have any added sugar, sweeteners, salt or preservatives which are in one way or another linked to negative health consequences. We are basically processing all nutrients out of our food and advertising to people to consume drinks which are 30% plus added sugar and have unnecessary added sodium, so you drink more of it. People of both sexes having more than 2 kids with different partners who marry another person with multiple kids from different partners who then have another kid together. You know, the 3 baby daddy plus 3 baby mama situation. I'm a teacher and stepkids are generally neglected and treated like shit. If there is a kid in the home that isn't a stepkid, and when a kid tells me their mom or dad has a shit ton of kids with different people, that kid is usually not well taken care of. More than 2 or 3 kids is excessive anyway. Anyone who has more than that knows the oldest acts the most like the parent. Source: I raised my youngest sister. The more kids you have, the more money you need. So you work more, leaving the children to be raised by themselves. Working all day nearly every day. Calling a newborn baby sexy. I used to work on a mom/baby unit, and I heard it all the time. I had to hold myself back from gagging. Excuse me, what the fuck, that's so disgusting. The non-medically necessary circumcision of newborn baby boys. It is absolutely the mutilation of another person's body without medical need, and that is repugnant.